Peace, love, and balance, everybody. Peace, love, and balance, y'all. It's your Isha, the goddess of wisdom, also known as goddess on the rise, the copper queen, the flower hoodie queen, bringing this sacred energy exchange to y'all. So look, y'all, I'm just now doing the Taurus New Moon reading because I had a lot of my own work I have to do. Y'all know how I do. I take care of myself first, do everything that I need for me first under these new moons because it is a new beginning, fresh starts. You know what I'm saying? And then I do what I can do for the community, all right? So the new moon was Saturday, I believe. It was just Saturday, and y'all, it was a powerful one. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I know they're saying, I think we're in some kind of Pluto retrograde right now. And then I think there's some kind of Cancer uh, planetary shift going on that's in the sign of Cancer going on. So Taurus is ruled by Venus, and y'all know Cancer is ruled by the moon. So it's been a lot of emotional energy surfacing up a lot. It's so any kind of trauma, traumas, wounds, and that's something. It's traumas and wounds known and unknown. So stuff is coming to the surface so you can be more aware of it. And it's not to harm you, it's for you to rid your body of it. So stuff like it is for cleansing. So I'm actually burning some white candles right now for purification. I ended up taking a nap. I took a spiritual bath earlier, and when I closed up, and I took a nap, like a literally like a 2 hour nap. So I just woke up not too long ago, and I was like, let me do this, and I'm pretty sure I'm going back to sleep. All right. So I'm going to be doing a Cartomancy reading today. I'm going to be pulling from my Cartomancy deck. I haven't did a Cartomancy reading around. Spirit led me to like get a bit more deeper for this message. So this is like that fortune telling energy. Thank you so much. So look, I'm gonna ring this bell and get into two with spirit, y'all. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit, so universe, most high, higher separate spirit, guys, abundance, light, answers known, unknown. Please come into this space and provide us a divine message for the Taurus New Moon. Islam and Hotep, y'all. I am from Tennessee. So look, this is, like I said, this is gonna be a message. I don't know how long or short this message is going to be, y'all, because I'm going with the flow, okay? I'm going with the flow. But it's definitely gonna be a deep message. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you so much from India. All right, one more shuffle, y'all. And I'm about to build these cards out. We're going to see what's about to come out. Hold on, one more shuffle. One more shuffle. All right, here we go. Cutting the deck. Cutting the deck. And y'all know these Cartomancy readings are super deep. So if you ever want to book one with me, you can do that at Sacred Energy Exchange 222 at gmail.com. All right, here we go. First card coming in is going to be the Nine of Spades. Of course, that came in. So the Nine of Spades is a Swords energy. It's obstacles and struggles energy. It's the number 9. So it's a number of creativity, fertility, as well as new beginnings. Okay. So some of us, since this is an air energy associated with all the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, you may be going through some detachments. Okay. Detachments can be a bit chaotic because sometimes we don't want to let stuff go that we need to let go. Okay. Maybe holding on to it, we think is shielding us and protecting us when actually it's causing us additional and further harm. Okay. We think if we let it go, we're scared of what we may become if we let that go, what will happen to us. And nothing will happen to you that you don't want to happen to you. Always remember that. Let's ring the bell, okay? Nothing will happen to you that you don't want to happen to you, okay? All right, but it's a lot of things, especially wounds, that it's good to let go of the wound and the traumatic experience of it all because it will hinder your happiness. Okay, you got through it and you're still here and you're still alive because you deserve this life. Okay, and happiness and peace and harmony. That may seem, when you've been hurt before and when you've gone through something traumatic or just stressful and it was extremely impactful, you're so used to being in that energy that you don't know how to be in a positive energy and actually thrive in it because you probably feel like the last time you were there in a more positive and happy place, you got harmed, right? You were blinded to some things. You wasn't informed on some signs to avoid this attack or this situation that happened to you. So you start not trusting yourself, and now you just got your guard up everywhere you go and looking at every situation like, oh, this person may try to harm me. And that is actually totally natural for somebody that got traumatized or hurt or harmed. However, it's actually still at the same time unhealthy if you go on life forever, because that means you're living in fear. And when you live in fear, all you keep doing is attracting the very thing that you fear, and then that makes it worse, because then you like, oh, I'm under attack, you know what I'm saying? And you keep your guard up, when no, that's just how it works. Whatever we fear, we attract. So you have to get rid of the fear so you can stop attracting it, and then you'll be fine, you know what I'm saying? So, and forgive and healing. Forgiveness is for you, not the person that harmed you or the situation that harmed you. All right. Forgiveness is so you can realize you didn't do anything wrong. You're having to heal from something, right? That got wronged towards you. And it doesn't have to shape your reality. You don't have to reflect what you've gone through, what you've been through, okay, and what you've overcome. That's something you should reflect how you overcame it. Be grateful that you are reflecting that you overcame something, because some people can't overcome some stuff. And if you are, and you know, or it may take them a way longer, and everybody's on their own timing. But just be grateful that you overcame it, and you don't look like nothing you gone through. Let's ring the bell, y'all. Some of us done been through so much stuff, and we don't look nothing like what we gone through or what we could look like. You know what I'm saying? So, it's time to celebrate and be in gratitude about how actual strong you are. And some of y'all really don't know. People really, really, really want to be like you, and that's a compliment. That's a huge compliment. They really want to know how you had the willpower, the strength, and the courage to stand strong and stay true to yourself, no matter what you endured in life. You didn't let it take you down or turn you into a bad person. Or yeah, and that's another thing. Some people, when you go through things, you become the very person that harmed you, or you that's even worse. You become either the very person that harmed you in so many different ways. You become the reflection of the people that harmed you sometimes. And that's honestly letting them win. You know what I'm saying? That's honestly letting them win when you become the very people that harmed you. That's not good. That don't ever let them have that power over you. Okay? That message coming out here. Here go another sword, y'all. Here it comes. I knew it was coming. Look, I've been feeling the energy. Yeah, it's been heavy, but it's time to cut, 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 cut. So this is the Eight of Spades. Eight of Spades, some more Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy coming out. The message is, okay, so with that being another air energy associated with swords, all right, it's letting you know that in this life, on this planet, especially in this society, and for y'all living in the U.S. under these conditions, there's always going to be some kind of chaos, unfortunately. And this is for anybody around the world. There's always going to be some kind of chaos. But you don't have to get pulled into the chaos or the different changes and shifts and everything that everybody is going through. You can shield yourself and keep your world safe. Okay? Somebody already learned how to do that. Somebody, you may be a bit vulnerable though. So somebody, you may be one of them people that when you see people going through things, like, well, I'm gonna give a good example. Let's just keep it real. Michael Jackson was an angel on earth. That's why I'm about to talk about him. He literally really wanted to save the world. I promise you he did. He did everything he could, specifically with his music, his choice of delivering messages and his magic, which was his music, to put the most positive messages out there. And he did his best to set the best example, that through all that, him getting accused of molestation, on kids, and the abuse he received from his father, the he was scared of his father. If y'all seen that movie, and I know what that feels like, because his dad was so freaking violent and abusive to him. So growing up getting beat constantly by a parental figure will mess you up. Trust me, it messes you up. His father was verbally violent to him and physically violent to him. Okay, that's heavy from a parental figure that was supposed to make sure you were safe and love you and protect you, and you got the total opposite. You feared somebody you had to sleep under the same roof with that had authority over you. You know what I'm saying? That will mess anybody up. But he, through all that, he his energy was different. Instead of him taking out all that on the world, right, and putting out the worst message he could put out there and being the worst example he could be, because and falling into a victim state, he decided to be like, no, I'm going to change the world, heal the world, make it a better place. Okay, that's what makes you different too. Some people love to put their pain out there. They will put pain out there. They will say all kind of things and pull people under with them. They don't want to be an example, or they're unable to. See what I'm saying? It ain't that they don't want to be. They just unable to. They're being what they are, what the results of what they've been through was, and then they just doing the best that they can with that. So, but it's not always beneficial collectively sometimes to us. But he was a beautiful soul, that all that he went through, and he never let that turn him to the monster he could have became. Like, just think about what if Michael Jackson really would have held all that pain in and never overcame it, and just he could have turned out to be, most people, I'm gonna put it like this, most people that would have went through what Michael Jackson went through don't turn out on a positive side. They ended up, some of them commit suicide. They become drug addicts. They end up, honestly, men like him end up becoming violent men themselves. And he was gentle as a feather. You see what I'm saying? He did most, but most time like that, people that's gone through what he's gone through, they become violent themselves, and they hurt people, hurt people. So somebody need to give themselves a bit more credit and really just take it easy on themselves. Like, you may be trying to be perfect because you're trying so hard not to be what you went through, and putting yourself under that pressure is making it even harder on you. You know what I'm saying? It's too much pressure. You already done proved that you're not what you been through, and you're not gonna be what stuff happened to you. And just leave it at that, and learn how to just enjoy life. Enjoy the life that you have. You know what I'm saying? And be at peace. That's the best you could do right now. So we got the 3 of clubs. 3 of clubs. All right, this is some fire energy coming through. 1313 as I was talking. So 3 of clubs is associated with Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Is also the Holy Trinity, with being 3. I like to call it the pyramid energy. Even the family energy as well. But the 3, this being a fire card, somebody you really focus on getting yourself back in alignment. All right, so making sure you're being in your sunlight, your moonlight, and your starlight, okay? Because that's really what it's all about. We have to embody them all, because we are all children of the sun, we are all children of the moon, and we are all star seeds, okay? And it's going to be up to you how bright you want to shine. Because if you notice, all stars shine, even if it's a little twinkle or a big twinkle, right? And you see them stars in the sky, they shining bright, okay? But somebody you may, something you want is about to come. And it sounds like you're going to be like one of them superstar families or something like that. That maybe you and the family that you're going to create, because this is about creation energy right now. The family that you and your spouse going to create are going to be in like some kind of spotlight. Congratulations, okay? Y'all going to be somebody's example. So, like, y'all know that, what's the name of that show? Blackish. Blackish is a cool show. But it's a reality television show. It's not based off nothing like a true story. But somebody, that's what I'm saying. You might end up having a show, but it's gonna be like a real reality show. Like, not reality. Is that what is it called? But it's gonna be genuine. It's gonna be real, because it's gonna be an example of having a family. So y'all see how, not, no offense, but the Kardashian show, it's gonna be better than that though. It's gonna be a positive show. Y'all gonna allow people to see how it is to be in a happy and healthy family. You know what I'm saying? And what it's like. And including the ups and downs of it. You know what I mean? So y'all may end up getting y'all lives filmed. Like people are gonna want to film y'all lives and pay y'all to watch y'all be happy. That's what's up. Okay, it's ring the bell. That's what's up. But remember to stay on track, focus on yourself, let them wounds go. Give yourself a hug. I like to say that. Give yourself a hug and a pat on the back, okay? Somebody, you really are a miracle walking. You ain't really never been given your flowers by the people that, or people in general. And you still never took that person either. You just ain't that type of person. You just learn how to give yourself your flowers. That's why you about to get these flowers from people that you didn't expect to. Cause they, you know what I'm saying? It's rough out here. I was like literally going down memory lane. That's something. If you've been doing that, if your mind has been like, if the dream world has been heavy for you, and your mind has just been taking you down memory lane and circling back to the present moment, that is, I forgot what that term is called, but that's definitely some rebirth energy. They showing you this is what you got through. They always got to remind you, your ancestors in the universe, they always going to remind you how, because they got to keep reminding you each level as you ascend that you are powerful. So they'll just keep reminding you, remember this, you remember that, because they can't let you forget nothing, because if you forget things, you won't learn things either. So they like, you remember this, you remember that, all that, and you remember that, and look where you at. See what I'm saying? They got to keep showing you that. They got to keep showing you to remind you that you are a superstar. Okay? And you are supposed to be here for sure. And your purpose is great. It's grand. Okay? This is some real stuff, y'all. Exactly. Because this is the 9 of Diamonds. Let's go. Thank you, because I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was like, okay, waking up from the dream world and coming on here, I was like, oh my goodness, please tell me this is gonna be a good positive reading. So the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Diamonds is gonna be associated with Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, okay? So yes, and it's another 9. So yeah, you are in a new beginning, and it's going to be financially wealthy for you as well, okay? This new beginning you're in is going to bring you so much abundance, okay? I don't know what that was. It's going to bring you so much abundance, all right? A lot of abundance that you work for. So that's another thing. You should not be surprised when this money comes, but you should be grateful. But this money is from your hard work and dedication, okay? You didn't beg nobody for it. You didn't really ask nobody for it either. You earned it. You see what I'm saying? You rightfully earned this, okay? So when this money started coming in, and somebody had learned how to be more responsible with money. So I told y'all, when you are building like a business, like what I've been doing for the last 7 years, you really, really, really have to become extremely intelligent about money. And I'm talking about, see, I tell people, if you don't know how to work small amounts of money, this is a true statement. If you don't know how to work small amounts of money and make it grow for you, you ain't gonna be able manage big amounts of money. Like, I know how to stretch $100 and get a whole bunch out of that $100. I know how to stretch $5. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't, that's what I say. It's a mastering to having money, and people think the more money you have, the better off you be. But no, not all the time. You gotta learn how to handle small amounts of money and do what you gotta do. Like I did it today. I stretched $100. Okay, I did today, but I got bills paid, got some groceries. You know what I'm saying? And did what it did with $100. All right. So that's what said, you don't get better with money, and you're grateful with the money that you have. You see, everybody want $1 million, right? Well, not everybody, but a lot of people like, I need $1 million, or I need this. And if you had $1 million, what would you do with it? What's your plan? See, that's something. I have never asked for $1 million, because the truth is, if I had $1 million right now, I don't have $1 million plan right now. So I don't want $1 million. Not saying if I was to get $1 million, I wouldn't take it, but I currently do not have $1 million plan that I could use $1 million and I know exactly where it's going to go. So I don't ask for $1 million. I ask for what I need. You know what I'm saying? Based off what I have going on in my life right now, and maybe if I have some future plans in the future. So that's another thing about money. Money ain't gonna get rid of your problem. So asking for a bunch of money is not always, it's not the answer either. So that's why you're about to get this money. That's what I say, you get all that now. Oh my goodness, here come another sword. But it's a good sign. So you had 3 swords energy, spades energy come through. This is 10 of spades, which is a good cycle. That means it's a completion of a cycle. Woo! Thank you, because baby, these cycles have been crazy, and I'm really about worn out. Okay, so the 10 of spades is associated with some more Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Whatever this big shift you was in, or whatever this big cycle you was in, that probably had y'all worn out, a little stressed out, and overwhelmed, exhausted, confused. It's over. This is the new beginning energy. It's over. You passed. You passed because you were in it. See, sometimes we think to pass a level, it's a test we gotta pass, that we gotta do something right, or if we do something wrong, we won't pass. No, this test, when all of them are so different and you never really know. That's why you gotta follow your intuition. This test was just about you being in it and admitting that it was there. Whatever the energy was in, it just admitting. It's a net right here. This is pissing me off. It's a net, y'all. This is admitting that all this was even happening, right? Being in it, and even including calling out your flaws in the situation too. So acknowledging some toxic traits and flaws, and even requesting to heal in these areas. That's another thing. It's not always what you don't do, it's about what you did do. You know what I mean? But you passed because whatever you've been going through, you was like, this needs to be wrapped up in a positive place. That's you was really wanting a positive result out of this. And you was focused on you becoming that positive thing. You weren't trying to project. That's another thing. A lot of us, we project. You wasn't projecting. You was literally going in with like, nope, I gotta work on this, I gotta work on that. Okay, here goes something else. This is not this. You was using logic instead of pain. So sometimes people live off their pain, and pain will have you taking stuff out on everybody else. You gotta live off logic. Like, okay, if y'all ever seen American Horror Story, y'all, I think I tied this a little too tight. If y'all ever seen American Horror Story, in the end of the Coven series, because they got a new series about to come out on the 13 seasons. But if you ever seen the Coven one, where Angela Bassett, at the last end of that season, she ended up having to torture Madame Lalarie's children in the end, Papa Legba. And she was like, this girl ain't done nothing to me. She didn't want to do it. She didn't like having to snatch all those babies that she got summoned to snatch every year, like innocent souls and stuff like that too. But she had to do it because she had this supposedly contract with him. But at the end, she was having to torture the children. Thank you so much. She had to torture the children of the very woman that caused her own family harm. So karma just works in, it works in mysterious way. But see how she didn't want to do that though, but she had to, because that was her punishment. But that's my point. My point is, when you're hurt, sometimes you'll want to take it out on other people. She wasn't even like that. She didn't want to take stuff out on other people. She didn't want to take nothing out on other people. All right. Then we have the Jack of Diamonds. Ooh, okay. Now, when you see jacks in the cartomancy, this is like a page. This is a page. So the jack is another chapter. So, and that's another thing. So it's about money, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So you are about to have another chapter with some money. So you might get a wave of money come through, okay? Thank you so much, Jay. You're gonna get a wave of money coming through, okay? It's about to be a new chapter, because now I'm gonna tell you, this is another thing. The message is coming out is this new wave of money you about to get it is going to be another test. Because it's not all the money you're gonna get you. They're not gonna throw all the money at you at one time, because then what would you learn? But this is a test to see how grateful you're gonna be, how humble you're gonna be, and if you really have done your healing. Because some people, let's keep it real, when we get money, it changes us, because that was the person we've been waiting to get the money to become. So I'm saying that's why it's better to work on yourself and really heal, let go of trauma, like all this reading has been saying. Let go of wounds, so when you get money, you don't become a rich jerk. Okay, that's, come on, we already know what having a rich jerk around looks like. We have a rich jerk running our corporation. So that's what I'm saying. Nobody likes a rich jerk. It's just not cool. You got all this money, you think it means you deserve to be an a-hole to people and rude to people and disrespectful to people, especially when the only reason why you got money is because people supported you. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's like that. So somebody, they this is gonna be a this is gonna be a this is gonna be a test, but you're gonna be all right. Because I feel like somebody already been being who they see. That's another thing. This is why it's important to be who you want to be, regardless whether you got money or not. Somebody, you already been being what you want to be, so you ain't worried about becoming anything else, because you already been keeping it real now. You ain't, so honestly, nothing is going to change. You actually gonna, the only thing that's gonna change is now you're gonna start being able to afford to be in rooms and different circles and around different people that you've been wanting to. At least you ain't been faking and being around people that you didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? So, or situations, you know what I mean? So it's about to open doors for you. So get ready, because you got the Ace of Pentacles. What? Man, listen. I felt it. Yeah, this is about to open doors for you, because you did keep it real. See, I tell people this all the time. This is, look, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Congratulations, you is really about to get the bag. I'm talking about somebody, you just don't know how much this rain is about to be raining money, okay? Get ready for this raining money, okay? But yeah, somebody, you see, that's what I said, because you've been so real, you have kept it real with everybody. You ain't been fake with nobody. You know what I'm saying? You have kept it real that you about your money. You kept it real about you got goals to get. And if you can't meet your goals around certain people and around certain circles, you don't want to be around it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to get you anywhere. It's going to distract you and prolong what you need. It never gets you anywhere hanging around people that don't share the same goals as you, or they are not able to help you reach those goals. It just doesn't. You're going to end up getting pulled, distracted by default. People be like, I know people don't, they hate that sometimes, because they may want to hang out with you, or they may want to build with you, but maybe whatever they want to do just don't, it's not something you want to do, okay? Or people that you want to hang with, because y'all not on the same page. Y'all, I hate that I tied this too tight and I can't take it down now. But look, all right, 2 of clubs. I had to pause. 2 of clubs. This is twin flame energy. This is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. And you about to be in harmony and balance with somebody that's about to light your fire. What about that? So, okay. Listen up. While you get in this bag and things about to start taking off for you and turning out exactly the way you want it to turn out, here come the boo. Okay? And this person about to be fine too. And y'all gonna light each other's flame. Because y'all both about to be in the spotlight right now. That's the most beautiful thing. So both of y'all are going to be in the come up energy right now. Y'all are both in the most positive place in your life. So what we call, they say when you're in your prime, y'all are both in y'all prime. Y'all very successful. Y'all, some of y'all, it sounds like y'all are, young, very young still. And y'all got y'all whole lives ahead of y'all. So y'all are meeting at a very equally gifted time. That's really good. It's hard. It seems like we always meet people where they in their off season and you on your own season, or you in your off season and they in their own season, and then we try to, you know what I'm saying, we don't know, and instead of finding somebody where y'all the same season, and hopefully the positive one. That's what it sounds like going on right now. So y'all about to have some fun and start getting money together and building together. With this 3 of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, 3 of Diamonds. Look, so yes, you got the Ace of Diamonds, the Jack of Diamonds, and the 3 of Diamonds. So it look like y'all gonna be starting a little family together. Y'all gonna have the money too. Y'all about to start a family. This is the Holy Trinity energy. Remember, 3 is always the Holy Trinity. So y'all about to start a family together, because y'all gonna have you're going to be able to afford it. Okay? And the family is going to start with you two, though. That's another thing. Y'all are going to consider each other family. Like, that's what's about to happen. This two of clubs coming in. The fire card is going to bring y'all together and realize, see how close y'all really are and how much y'all have in common, and how much y'all share the same passions about with what y'all do and about yourselves. Honestly, so that's another. Y'all are gonna be like realizing y'all got so much in common about yourself. All right, about yourself. All right. So that's really good. So that's like y'all are gonna be mirroring each other. Like y'all both have the same level of confidence about yourself, and that's what it takes to. Oh, it's so many relationships that don't get here because they don't get there before they meet their persons. That's what I'm saying. And then it's terrible. But y'all got here. Six of Diamonds, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Thank the universe, all this earth coming out. And it's Taurus season, y'all. It's Taurus seasons. And we had a Taurus New Moon. And y'all know Gemini season coming up. But we still in this earth energy. We still supposed to be getting rooted and grounded, okay? All right. And grinding. Getting this money, okay? So Six of Diamonds. Like I said, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So y'all are also going to learn how to build with somebody. So, and I'm talking about like a spouse. Y'all have, so I don't think neither one of these people have ever been married before, anything like that, or ever been with somebody long enough to really build. So I'm talking about this is real stuff. Like you gotta think if this is the marriage energy where y'all about to build together. So that means having bank accounts together, putting each other on each other's life insurance kind of stuff, getting trust together, getting properties in each other's name, like this type of stuff. And somebody ain't never done this before, and this is going to take a lot of trust and integrity and loyalty and love and respect. Okay? But this is not a test. This is the reality. This is not a test. This is what you've been waiting for. So y'all going to be taking slow steps into this, but y'all going this going through this is going to make y'all stronger, okay? Y'all love is going to be more secured, solid, because y'all are doing these things. That's what I'm saying. So this is some real stuff. Somebody about to be signing some paperwork. The Two of Pentacles. Hold up. Two of Diamonds. Look. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna have to worry about money. So listen to that. Y'all not gonna have to worry about money. Money is not an issue. Y'all both got the bag. This part of y'all relationship is how y'all pull yourselves together so y'all can pretty much stay together and really be a solid foundation, okay? Bringing y'all assets together, becoming one flesh, balance and harmony. So y'all about to become one flesh. Ooh, that stuff can be so, it's beautiful. I'm gonna say that first. It's a beautiful thing, but if you've never done it before, it can definitely give you some cold feet or make you nervous. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because you've never done this before, not because you doubting it, but when you ain't never done nothing, it's like the first day you getting married. Some people get cold feet because they've never been married before. This is a really big deal. So, but y'all are gonna sound like y'all gonna be great. Y'all gonna be great. We got the Jack of Clubs. Another page. Here we go. This is the page of, this is like the page of wands. Okay, so Jack of Clubs is the page of wands. So this is some more Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and this next chapter, baby, is about to be hot. Oh, it's about to be hot because the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, baby. Yes. So this is the overall message. The King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, King of Diamonds, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. If you are a feminine, take it how it resonates. This is a masculine card. This masculine is going to make sure you got everything you need. So they don't want your money. Listen up, ladies. They don't want your money. They don't. They don't mind getting things together in y'all name because they trust you. And they know you don't, and they know you're not with them for their money. But they also, so this message is coming out for somebody. You pulled that family card and you pulled that Two of Pentacles too. So this person, you are the person they want to mother their children. So it doesn't matter what happens between y'all because you're going to be the mother of their children. The only person they willing to leave anything to is going to be you. Even if y'all just so happily didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? In a relationship wise, they're still, it does not matter. but they ain't even thinking like that either. They ain't not thinking like y'all not gonna make it. But the point is, this divine masculine is like, regardless, you're gonna be taken care of because you deserve to. You know what I mean? Especially, having their children. You know what I mean? That's some real stuff. I heard some people, I've heard some positive men talk about that, about how even if they broke up with the woman that they were married to, if she had their children, they still provided for her, because at the end of the day, they knew that most of the time the children are always going to be with their mother. Even though they spent a great deal of time with the father, the mother's doing most of the work. So that's the person since this person is around my children all the time, they need to make sure they're taken care of so I can make sure they take care of my children. And I thought that was some real stuff. So this person do not want your money at all whatsoever. He's like, that's not even why I'm here. So that's another thing. If you worried about somebody, you may be used to partnerships and 50-50, and there's nothing wrong with that, with people that works for, but this person is not a 50-50 person. This person ain't trying to be 50-50. They don't want your money. They don't even need your money. If anything, if you want to have your own money, and if you have things that you're doing, like say you got a business or something like that, they're willing to help you grow it if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want, they're there for you to make you happy. That's the message. Whatever it is, they're there for you to make you happy. Whatever that is, but they don't want none of your money. They like your money is for you. Whatever you want to do with it. All right. So look, I'm gonna pull. This is actually a deck that I sell. It's a rose gold mini waterproof deck. I love it. It's on my website, goddessontherise.life, y'all. And it's a beautiful deck. I love it. I have a large rose gold deck too, but I like these mini ones. I love it because I feel like they're very compact and they're easier to shuffle, and they're like the traveling size. So you could travel with these if you want to. And they can get wet, so they won't get damaged. All right. Thank y'all for the likes. All right, one more shuffle, and I'm going to deal out this. This is going to be a message from Tarot. Let's see what come out with Tarot. All right. Here we go. The Fool. Now, the Fool is about rebirth, transformation. All right. Living on the edge. So now look, remember, don't be fooled though. Continue being wise. So that's another thing. Even though this divine masculine don't want your money, that don't mean you stop focusing on your money. Okay? Because anything can happen. And you need to keep your sense of identity and independence regardless. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you why. Since this is a divine masculine, it's a king, to sound like a man is going to also be a busy man. Okay? So if he's going to be a busy man, and sometimes things that he have going on may not include you, as far as you're not a part of it. And that's normal. What are you going to do with your spare time? You need to have something to do that brings you joy and brings you happiness, so you won't be sitting around waiting on him to get off work kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Or get back in town. So you need to keep your identity, keep your hobbies, keep your business. And if you don't have these things, get them now. Okay? That make you happy. Don't be just doing it just to be doing it. Make sure it's something that makes you happy. So when those times come, you have something to occupy you that makes you happy, so you won't feel, any type of way. Okay? Because this is going to be a very productive man. Kings got to do things. Okay? Kings are busy. They just are. They gonna be busy. And your best bet is to be, that's another thing. I said y'all gonna be working together. So your best bet is to have, if you're fortunate enough, have a business that both of y'all can really work with, where y'all need to be together a lot of times. So most of the times you can be working with your spouse, okay? But it may not always be that way though. And that's okay too. Y'all don't have to do every single thing together either, if that makes sense. But there are going to be a lot of things y'all gonna be able to do together. All right. So we got justice, and you about to receive some justice. Let's go, because we all need justice, okay? So the message is, y'all, this is the scales coming in, Libra energy coming in. Somebody, you about to receive some justice too. Okay? Thank you from Ireland, okay? So somebody, you about to receive some justice too. The justice is people about to have to watch you be rich, and they not getting a piece. They not even getting a slice. Okay? They're not even getting a slice. That's the justice. People having to watch you be rich that really, really didn't want to see you get rich on top of that. They was actually trying to make sure the opposite happened because they've been jealous of you and hating on you your whole life. They was trying to put, people have been purposely, and this is false friends you've been around, fake family members, hating spouses and stuff. You've been around people that's been literally trying to throw like stones in your road, nails on the road so you can have casualties. And every time they threw a stone at you, threw something at you to slow you down, to get the most horrible results, you kept dodging them, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, you kept dodging because you are divinely protected. That's why you've been dodging all these bullets, all these little tricks they've been doing at you, and then and they gonna wish. And some of y'all don't even really notice. Some of y'all do, but some of y'all don't. But you've been being divinely protected. So when it really hit the fan, and people have to watch you be successful and not be able to come to your wedding, baby shower, all kind of celebrations, because they not even gonna have access to you, they gonna be devastated. The biggest regret that people gonna have is losing you. Friendship, familyship, relationships, communityship. They gonna miss you because you always have been a divine being. They just didn't like the fact that you stood up for yourself, stood up for what was right. You didn't keep silent when you knew you needed to speak up. And people didn't like that because they like just being able to do what they want to do and not nobody speaking up about it. And that's how communities and families get damaged and have the sickest people in them. Knight of Cups, because baby, somebody come about to give you a love altar. A love altar. Knight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Somebody is about to offer you love and protection. You know, this is a knight. Knights are fighters. They tend to protect. So that's another thing. This king is a protector, which is what you need. Somebody you need a protector. And he protects you with his heart. He loves you. He has a cup. So this masculine protects what he loves and who he loves. So that means he'll protect himself because he does love himself. And he's going to protect his spouse and his offspring, his business, his empire. He's going to protect what he considers assets and very valuable people and things in his life, okay? Starting with himself. So that's another thing. Somebody you've never known and experienced somebody that loved themselves and put themselves first. And they can put themselves first without you feeling neglected too, or you feeling like you don't matter. They're taking care of themselves and putting themselves first so they can be there for you. Because if they don't take care of themselves and keep themselves right, they will fall and they can't be right for you. So they, you know what I'm saying? They're not selfish. They're self-aware. They're not selfish. They're self-aware, okay? Ooh, we got the Page of Cups, y'all. It's coming through, baby. Look at all this. We got three jacks. Because we got the jack of, remember, the jacks are pages. So we got the jack of diamonds, we got the jack of clubs, and now we got the Page of Cups. It's a jack. This is still a jack. So Page of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, excuse me. Another chapter. Somebody, you about to have a new beginning in love. Somebody, you, in the past, you wasn't ready for this because you were still healing through some stuff, okay? And some of us are still coming out of it, but you're definitely more in a better place now. You feel safer. You feel more, sure of yourself and what you've been through and what you've gone through and what you have gotten through, most importantly. And now you feel safer to love because you trust you now. Opening your heart up to love is not just about trusting somebody else. Of course, in order to give somebody your time and your heart, you have to trust them. But love is about you trusting you. You trust that you are the embodiment of somebody that worthy of love, first of all. But if you don't trust that you are worthy of love, you won't trust that somebody loves you. So love starts with you first. All right? Remember that. But you about to have a new chapter in love. All this love coming out. The Knight of Cups, the offering love, the Page of Cups. You about to get a boo. You're about to get a boo. And then we have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of this deck. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is some more Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. And it's the number 8 too. Okay? So this is about to be infinitely on fire. Okay. All right. Now, with this fire energy coming out in the end, this message is coming out. Y'all may go through some stuff. Ooh, okay. This message is coming out heavy. Every relationship goes through things. That's life. No relationship is perfect. So y'all may go through things where y'all have to learn how to talk to each other in like heated, passionate conversations without letting it get out of control. So even if somebody may be upset about some feelings may be hurt about something, and it could be the most innocent thing. And somebody, y'all gonna have to learn how to express yourselves without getting too hot-headed. That may be something that y'all not used to doing, but y'all are gonna make it easy for each other because y'all love is gonna help y'all keep yourself cool. This water energy coming out. Y'all are gonna be so gentle with each other. This is gonna be the first time y'all like, I'm not about to go off on this person. I'm not snapping on this person. So y'all gonna learn how to keep a cool head in heated situations. Oh, baby. That is a magic superpower in a relationship. Keeping a cool head in a heated conversation is something we must master because emotions can get hot and hot, baby, and out of control. So we got to work on that. All right. So look, y'all, that's all I'm going to do for tonight. This is the Taurus New Moon message. If you want to get a message yourself, you still have time. I'm always doing tarot readings. All right. You can email me at sacredenergyexchange222@gmail.com to get a deeper message for yourself for whatever is coming. Also, if y'all would like to support me, you can go on goddessontherise.life and get y'all some candles, incense. We got sage. I got tarot cards if y'all want to get this deck from me and a couple other ones. If y'all would like to check out a lot of my new stuff, I got it too. I got cinnamon sticks now. I have abalone shells. I got so much stuff now. I just added to the shop. Y'all should definitely check out and order you something or come by the shop. I'll be open again tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Nashville if y'all want to come by. So look, y'all, that's all I'm going to do tonight because I do want to lay back down. It's late. So I'm going to ring this bell, send this energy back to spirit. Earth, air, fire, water. Still, y'all, until next time, happy Monday, happy Lunar Day, happy Taurus New Moon, happy Taurus season. Peace, love, and balance. Capricorn checking out.